Hi there, this is Daniela Alimanya, and welcome again to my virtual discussion. Before anything else, let me ask you straight. Are you confident in your knowledge about Aras recharge and import processing fee? Well, let us assess that through computing the specified amounts. And worry not, because I will be here to guide you on how to get it right in an easy and most fun and exciting way possible. So without further ado, let us begin.
What is Arrastre charge? Arrastre charge is the amount which the owner, consignee, or agent of either of article or baggage has to pay for the handling, receiving, and custody of the imported or exported article or the baggage of the passengers. Okay, so now that we have already recall what Arrastre charge is, let us start questioning how to compute for Arrastre charge. Okay, so for assessment purposes, a RAS recharge is only pursuant to Customs Memorandum Order number 29-95 as amended. So take note that this application is only for bulk and break bulk cargo. Because for containerized cargo, we would refer that to the latest BOC regulation, which was stipulated on CMO number 7-2014. And I believe that it was clearly discussed by our previous speaker. And also, if the situation is silent as to whether the goods was discharged shipside or pierside, always assume that it was discharged pierside, okay? Always assume that it was discharged pierside. Alright, now let's have the samples to clearly illustrate the computations. Okay, so A, cargoes are discharged shipside. So it means to say that the assigned Arrastre rate is 8 passes. So if the cargo is 50 metric ton, so we would multiply that to the rate of 8 passes, then we would get the Arrastre charge equivalent for 400 passes. And the same goes with 100 metric ton. So just simply multiply to the rate, and then the equivalent for that is 800 passes. Now, how about if the cargo is discharged pure side? Of course, let's just multiply again that to the 50 metric ton to the Arrastre charge rate of 110 passes. Okay, so the equivalent rate for that is 5,500 passes. And if there is an instance that the declared value or the rate for the arrest charge is higher than the mentioned rate as per CMO number 29-95, then just simply follow or apply the higher rate again. Like for example, in the item number 3, as you can see, the declared value RS recharge here per metric ton is 115 pesos. So just do the basic multiplication, then we would get the product or the RS recharge of 11,500. Now let us proceed to sample number 2. 1 by 20 footers said to contain fireworks arrived at Port of Manila. Compute for RS recharge, VAT exclusive for assessment purposes. Okay, so as you can recall from the previous discussion, explosives are categorized as class 1. And of course, fireworks is an explosives, right? So that means that its equivalent rate is 5,590 pesos and 50 cents. And from the sample importation, it has only one container. So yeah, let's just multiply that to 1. And yeah, the answer is still 5,590 pesos and 50 cents. Now let us have sample number 3. 2 by 20 footers said to contain various spare parts arrived at Port of Manila. Compute for the AC for assessment purposes. So if we ever hear a RAS recharge for assessment purposes, then just recall the rates pursuant to CMO 7-2014, okay? And in this sample, the cargo is 2 by 20 footer. And as you can see it here, that the 20 footers RAS recharge is subject to 3,727. So let's just multiply it to 2 because it has 2 containers. Then the Arrastre charge for this sample is 7,454. Okay, what is import processing fee? Import processing fee is the amount which the owner, consignee, or agent of either of article or baggage has to pay for import transactions. So, to compute for import processing fee, you need to be guided with the specified rates that you can see here in the table as per COW number 2, 2001. So, to better assess IPF, let us have sample again. Okay, so assume that we already have our dutiable value that is, of course, derived from customs value, dutiable freight, and dutiable insurance. So for number one, the dutiable value or DV is 634,782 pesos and 50 cents. So basing from the table above, the IPF is 750 pesos. And for number two, the DV is 150,000. That means to say that the IPF is 250 pesos.
That's it! Pretty simple, right? Now, to assess your level of understanding, let us have another sample importation. And your time starts now. Yes, time is up. What is the import processing fee for this one? Okay, the IPF or the import processing fee is 1,000 because we know that when the importation or the entry is over 750,000, the rate would be 1,000. Alright, that's basically it. I hope you have entirely understood the computation of both arrest charge and import processing fee. So, see you in my next one and keep safe, everyone. Goodbye.